Oh, you actually came. I wasn't sure if anyone would respond to my flyers. Was anyone following you? No? Good, good. These days, you can never be too careful. Welcome to my bunker, or as I like to call it, shelter B12. Not very original, I know, but it's inconspicuous. That's important when the world is, well, you know. So, as was explained in my flyers, I'm looking for a roommate to share this space when the inevitable happens. It could be a nuclear event, alien invasion, zombie apocalypse, or most likely mass replacement of people with identical looking synthetic copies. But don't worry, this bunker is equipped for all scenarios. Now, I need to ask you a few questions. Just a standard screening for an apocalypse roommate. Nothing invasive. Well, maybe a little invasive. Safety first. Question 1. Do you have any allergies or dietary restrictions? In case of apocalypse, we might need to share food, supplies, and I've stocked up primarily on canned beans, dry pasta, and special nutritional powder that I got from a guy who worked at NASA. At least he said he worked at NASA. Could have been NSA or Peter. He wore sunglasses indoors, which was suspicious. Interesting. You know, I read somewhere that allergies increased dramatically after that incident in 1986, that the government is so carefully keeping quiet about. Coincidence? I think no. Question 2. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your ability to defend the bunker from various threats? When 1 is I close my eyes during horror movies, and 10 is I have military training and can make a weapon out of dental floss and a potato. You don't look like someone who exaggerates those skills. That's a good sign. The worst is when a frightened neighbor runs to you in the middle of a zombie invasion and says, "Oh, I lied. I actually can't even hold a hammer properly." So, you know, sometimes the most unexpected people show incredible resourcefulness in crisis situations. Let's hope we don't have to test that. Question 3. How do you feel about confined spaces? The bunker is cozy, about 400 square feet, with separate sleeping areas divided by curtains. We'll be sharing this space potentially for months, maybe years, if the surface becomes uninhabitable. Yes, most people initially say they handle confined spaces fine, but you know what's strange? Claustrophobia can develop suddenly, especially when you're in an underground room with no windows and you start feeling like the walls are moving. But don't worry, I've lined this whole bunker with special aluminum mesh that blocks all signals. No tricking, no mind control, no dream harvesting. Question 4. What skills do you bring to our survival situation? I myself am proficient in conspiracy detection, basic first aid, and I can play 3 songs on the harmonica. Entertainment will be important when the internet goes down. Whoa! Those are much more useful skills than most people have. These days everyone only knows how to scroll through social media. Which, by the way, was created specifically to distract us from acquiring real survival skills. I can already imagine how you will use your abilities. We have a small hydroponic setup here, and I should mention it. Our toilet situation is primitive but eco-friendly. My homemade composting system can sustain a small garden for years. Circle of life and all that. Now, question 5. How do you sleep? Do you sleep talk? I'm particularly concerned about sleep talking because, well, they can listen in, even in our dreams. You know what's surprising? People are often unaware of their nighttime habits. My former roommate also claimed he slept quiet as a mouse, and then I recorded how one night he shouted out the entire code protocol for access to some secret facility. The next morning, he denied everything and moved out a week later. And teeth grinding can be a sign. A sign that you are resisting interrogation in your sleep. No earphones, but I'll be sleeping with earplugs, just in case. They also prevent exposure to mind control frequencies. Question 6. What's your blood type? Oh, that's good. Very good. In case of an emergency, this would prove important. Not that I'm planning to take your blood. That came out wrong. I meant for medical emergencies. I have a very comprehensive first aid kit. Opens only by fingerprint. My fingerprint. For now, question 7. This is important. Have you noticed any unusual memory gaps lately? Moments when you can count for your whereabouts, or perhaps time when friends or family claimed you were acting strangely, but you don't remember this incident. Interesting. You're either a very good actor or you genuinely haven't been subjected to the replacement procedure. People usually can't deny memory gaps, so convincingly that's a good sign. Although technologies are constantly improving. They might have enhanced the memory implantation protocol. I need to update my verification methods. Let's continue. Question 8. In the event of societal collapse, what's your stance on sharing resources with strangers who might come seeking shelter? Sensible approach. I think the same way. But until we can be sure that strangers are actually people and not, say, biological don'ts. So I should warn you. I've set up several early warning systems. Very sophisticated. Anyone approaching within 50 feet triggers the alarms and the deterrents. Nothing lethal, just discouraging mostly. Now for some rapid fire questions. Coffee or tea? That said a lot about you. This was actually a secret psychological test. Cats or dogs? Correct answer. I appreciate your honesty. Many try to guess what answer I want to hear. Early bird or night owl? Excellent. That fits with the watch, schedule I've drawn up. Do hear the numbers, station on AM, frequencies 3.33, exactly at 3:33 AM. That's what I thought. Most people won't admit it. It's okay. We'll work on your receptivity to signals. Morning shower or evening shower? Makes sense. Water. Our resources will be limited, of course, but we'll maintain basic hydrant. I have a rainwater collection system. Do you ever feel like you're being watched through your electronic devices? Correct answer. They're watching. Always. Favorite board game for a long apocalyptic night? Excellent choice. I have that one and about a dozen others. We won't be bored. Well, I think that covers the basics. You seem like promising candidate, much better than the last person who responded to my flyers. Pretty sure he was sent by the shadow government. His pupils dilated strangely when mentioned my signal blocking mesh, as if someone activated a chip in his brain. You need time to think. I completely understand. It's a big decision. But don't take too long. The signs are all around us. Just yesterday, I saw 3 birds flying in a perfect triangular formation. That's the signal that phase 2 is beginning. And then the neighbor's dog barked exactly 7 times. 7. That's not a coincidence. Well, thank you for coming. If you decided to join me, the next step would be a blood test and pupil dilation examination. Oh, don't worry. The needle is very small and the light I shine in your eyes is completely safe. Probably I only passed out for a couple of minutes when I tasted it on myself. No long-term effects except for this slight twitching in my left eye. One more thing. If you notice anyone following you on your way home, make 3 right turns in a row. If they're still behind you after that, they're definitely taking you. In that case, immediately go to a crowded place and call me on the secure number I'll send you from a payphone if you can find one. Not from your mobile phone. Never from your mobile phone. They always listening, even when the phone is turned off, especially when it turns off. But I'm sure everything will be fine. Have a great day and hope to hear from you soon, before it's too late. I mean, before someone else takes the spot. So, honestly, you're the first candidate who passed the emission screening. Everyone else failed at the number station question or the washing glass test, or, well, never mind. Bye. Finally, someone normal.